What is going on, everyone? We are back to do a full breakdown on the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer that just dropped today. We're going to go through and just stop on certain things and really kind of focus on them and see what we got going on here. Just a little breakdown of the trailer. And I know this is a video game channel, not a movie channel, but this is Mortal Kombat, and this channel is very Mortal Kombat heavy. So you knew I was going to end up doing this because, I mean, we had to, right? We had to. And obviously I have some criticisms. Look, I may have criticisms, but I still love pretty much anything Mortal Kombat. You know, I have a bunch of criticisms about the latest game, and I have criticisms about the games that came before that. I'm really a purist when it comes to Mortal Kombat as far as the games, meaning I'm an original OG purist of the original arcade series. But that doesn't mean that I don't love it all. I just have criticisms. I have criticisms. And so here we go. Let's start walking through this. Let's go over here. All right, we're ready to go. Ready to go. We're going to have to skip ahead a little bit. I have the sound off because we don't need it on for this. Let's go ahead and get it moving. Johnny Cage. Now, obviously, you know my feelings on Karl Urban as Johnny Cage. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. However, in this trailer here, where we actually get to see him in a more normal setting, not just the Cageified trailers, right? I'm not as mad at it, but I'm still on the fence, right? I'm not seeing him in motion and we're doing stuff normal character-wise. I'm not as mad at it. I'm still, though, on the fence with it. It's just a nitpick. It's just a criticism. It's an opinion, you know? We're all allowed to have opinions. At least I thought so. Apparently in this day and age you can. It's whoever out there has opinions, it's their opinion or no opinion, basically. But in here we have opinions and we're allowed to. And you in the comments are allowed to have your own opinions too, so make sure you leave them down below. And if you like this kind of thing, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload more videos. Let's continue on. You're Johnny Cage. I loved you in them movies back in the day, man. So, not as mad at it. Still, I'm going to have to get used to it, dude. For real. Raiden. Now, I appreciate what they're going for here with the look of Raiden. Obviously, this is Mortal Kombat 2, so we're giving him more of a Mortal Kombat 2 look. And that I like. It's not a bad look. I think it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. The symbols are missing from his arm sleeves, you know, if we're going to go straight up pure Mortal Kombat 2 look. But I'm not mad at it. It's not like an excellent design, but Raiden's design should be simple, and this is simple. I don't know if the blue tunic is a little too big on the shoulders, maybe. I think maybe they could have, but again, look, I'm just nitpicking. Johnny Cage, yeah, you know, I'm on the fence with him. I really am. Let's go back a hair here. I just wanted to see that shot. Great shot. Love that shot. Very cool. Very cool shot of Raiden. So let's keep going. Sonya. Not feeling it. Like, I didn't feel her in the 2021 movie, and I'm not going to continue. I'm just not. I don't know. She's got that. She has something about her that is you know, can be Sonya, right? But something else about her that just, I don't know. You know, she's all right. And let's see here. We're getting closer to Shao Kahn. Kitana. Now, of course, we're going with the more Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat, you know, kind of look, right? Mortal Kombat 9 even, really, in some aspects. but we're going with that look with the weird little armor things. I don't know that we need to do all that, but whatever. That's where we're going. She's got pants on. Of course, people are going to be like, well, you know. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, she has this look in MK11 and even MK1, really. So, it is what it is. It's not bad. I don't mind the actress playing her at all. Seems fine. Seems totally fine. I like that the fans aren't overly gigantic, which, you know, they were massive in Annihilation. So I do like that. Like that. That's all right. Here we go. Here we go. Shao Kahn. Now, I like that they are giving him the rough exterior, and what I mean by that is he's not just human under there. He's obviously of another world. And so the flesh and all that signifies that, which was originally in John Tobias's art of Shao Kahn, that he had kind of that vibe going on. Obviously, when they made the game, they were on a budget, and they weren't going to sit here and go through all that for just putting the character in the game in MK2 and MK3. But I like that they added that so that it's more true to his design. However, what I don't like is the helmet. The helmet's okay. I don't mind the helmet itself, but why did we have to go full skull? It should just be skull and upper jaw. Lower jaw should not be there, so you can see his chin and his mouth moving when he talks, because the actor playing Shao Kahn is an excellent choice. Absolutely insanely big dude. Excellent choice to play Shao Kahn, and he has an excellent jawline for Shao Kahn, and we're hiding it behind a full skull face mask, which is just... And to me, because of it, gives me Yoshimitsu vibes from Tekken. It's like, are we Yoshimitsu or are we Shao Kahn? Again, calm down. I love Shao Kahn. I love Shao Kahn here. Just nitpick. Just nitpick. See, when we see Cage kind of doing his thing here more, I'm not as mad at it. I'm not as mad at it, okay? And here we have the portal, which represents the portal stage. Of course, if we're going with the Mortal Kombat 2 look of the portal, it should be red and not blue. However, this does line up with UMK3's portal stage, so I'm cool with it. Looks good. This is obviously at the Shaolin Temple, at least I think it is, based on what we're seeing here and the exterior shot we saw from the mountains earlier. So here we're showing the city. I would assume that means that we're going to be merging the realms like Mortal Kombat 2 to 3, or what are we doing there? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. This is ridiculous. We'll get this in a little bit here. But you see Kano there. Yes, that's right. Kano's back. How's Kano back? Well, Kano's back. This is Mortal Kombat. They always come back, guys. Come on. But, yes, Kano is back. And he's still missing something, which we'll touch on here in a minute. Obviously, this is just ridiculous. So, uh-oh. 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 Yep. There he is, guys. Cole Young. I don't know, dude. I don't know. And this is the Deadpool. Look at it, guys. This is the Deadpool background. Because here you have the glowing green, a reflection of green on the walls, which is probably the acid glowing up onto the walls. And then you have the window in the background with the gated look and kind of the red light showing through. This is absolutely the Deadpool level, stage, area, whatever you want to call it. This is no way in hell that this isn't anything other than the Deadpool. Does Cole Young get thrown in the acid? Does he say, oh, well, we shall find out. The worst decision ever for that 2021 movie was to make this guy the lead character. I don't know why we had to do that. Everybody going to this movie is going to see Mortal Kombat, and they know Mortal Kombat. And even if they don't know Mortal Kombat and they're going to see it, then if they don't know it, then what the hell? Who cares about this guy? Nobody cares about this guy, all right? You can latch on to Liu Kang or Kung Lao or Sonya even. I mean, come on. Why did they have to do this? Now, listen, I love the actor. I love the actor, but I do not love this character. I don't. Love this guy in Cobra Kai, right? Love the actor. Great actor. No problem with him. Do you understand me? But this character? No, man. This is a hard no. Like I said, I'll take Johnny Cage. I'll take being on the fence with Johnny Cage over this any day of the week. And hopefully he doesn't last long. Rumor has it he's not in this very much. Let's hope that's the truth because, please, come on. Stupid. Stupid! This, of course, gives me Scorpion's Lair vibes. Not sure if that's exactly where we are here, but that does give me those vibes, which we see him there later. And now, here we have Jade. Yes, this is Jade. Here we go. No, it is not The Last Airbender. It is Jade. I don't know. I really don't. Why are we doing this? Why? Look, I don't care what the ethnicity is, whatever. I don't care. That's fine. Why do we got to do this? Why do we got to make her bald? I don't understand that. Why? I don't get it. Okay? Why do we got to make Khan's mask full skull? Why do we got to make Jade bald? Why do we got to have Kano not have his cybernetic eye, which is an absolute staple and part of the entire lore and part of the source material of Mortal Kombat from day one? Kano should have a cybernetic eye, not, I gotta find my powers, man. And Jack should not have baby metal arms talking about, I gotta find my powers, man, and then make them big. Okay, look. Remember what I said at the beginning. I still love this stuff. I'm criticizing areas that I just don't know where their minds were at doing this when there's such simple things that you don't need to fiddle with. Just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Why do we got to fiddle with it? All right, anyway. It's fine, but I just don't understand. I'm more mad at why do they got to fiddle with stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. Hollywood's Hollywood. They're going to be Hollywood. At least Jax doesn't have little baby arms here. If he gets the baby arms back, though, I'm going to be bitching. I'm going to be bitching. Seriously. Jade, wait a minute. Hold on. We got to see that one more time. Here's another shot. This definitely seems like the Shaolin Temple. Or something Shang Tsung owns. Who knows? But I'm going to go with Shaolin Temple. Or Shang Tsung's courtyard. Something along those lines. It's giving me those vibes. You know, some of this isn't so obvious that you can tell exactly what they're going for, but clearly this is giving me courtyard vibes. We'll go with that. We're going to go with courtyard vibes. Anyway. So this is Jade. Oh, okay, I was about to say, why does she not have any green? She does have green. I see it there. It's just hard to see in this little bit. So, not bad there, but again... Anyway. Raiden. Okay. Liu Kang, right? Wait a minute. He's got a mask on? What the hell's going on here? Is that a mask? Am I crazy? I don't know. Anyway. Shao Kahn. And now here we go. Baraka. Baraka wins. Listen, I love the look of this. We're going to get to a different shot here in a second. But I'm stopping here for a second because you're going to see something in a minute. I'm not opposed to Baraka talking. But when the CGI is poo-poo, then I do have a problem with it. Yes, the bone claws, the bone swords, bone claws, whatever you want to call them. It didn't, I mean, I don't know. I want metal. Metal. Maybe we'll get metal eventually. Anyway. And of course here, I'm just getting Wasteland vibes. Obviously, Tarkatan, land. But of course, Wasteland vibes is what I'm getting from this. However, it would be much better at night. We'll probably go there at night, I would assume, in the movie at some point, right? Still, it's fine. Now look, the look of Baraka. I like the look of Baraka. The look of Baraka is just fine. I like the little bone thing he's got going on, little bones all over him and stuff like that. I like that. I'm fine with the bone sword claw things, all right? But they were metal originally, okay? At least, that's what we were drawn up anyway. There were many iterations of Baraka. I mean, hell, he had metal swords at one point and just looked like a regular ninja with swords. So, he goes through all kinds of changes, poor Baraka does. But this talking, I don't know, dude. I don't know about that. That's rough. I hope that's smoothed out a little better in the final cut, but I don't think it will be, guys. I really don't. But let's try that again. Don't know about how I feel about that. I guess there's not much you can do when you have that many teeth to make you look like you're talking and saying something. So whatever, I guess. But it's very CGI. Like, hey, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll be smoothed over in the final version. But I love the look of him, and he's shooting the blade sparks, even though he's shooting actual blades at him, and it's supposed to be just a blade spark, hence the metal blades, right? So now we're just shooting bones out of the arm. Bam, bam, bam. Look, I'm not going to get wound up over it. They've changed so many little simple things they didn't need to change. It's whatever. I know there's multiple versions of Baraka in the later games. So it is what it is. But still cool. Still cool. Hold up. Let's back up here real quick. I want to see Jade in the light. That's better. And here we are in the forest. One would hope that it is the living forest, but I don't think we see any living trees. Not seeing any living trees here. Maybe they will make an appearance. Maybe they will make an appearance. We shall see. Don't see any here, though. Kind of looking in the background here. Not seeing any faces, so to speak, but they may not want to reveal everything here. I like that there's this scene, right? Where is it at? Scene where she's holding, yeah. That's a little bit of a callback to Annihilation when Jade has Liu Kang in that position. So here, I like her look. It's just, why did we have to shave the head? Maybe the actress just has a shaved head, and I have no problem with that. It's just, why did we need to do that when, I don't know, why? To differentiate that they're not a palette swap or something? I mean, come on. I don't know. Even a little bit of hair on top would have been something, but you're just not used to seeing a character a certain way. But hey, maybe she got a haircut. She's like, I'm tired of this hair. I'm going to cut it off. And that's going to be the end of that. And you're like, all right, whatever. Or, being that this is Mortal Kombat 2, and this is maybe a different timeline, because, Mortal Kombat 1 says that there's a zillion different timelines, so this is just another one of the timelines. And that's really what people are going to lay this down as. It's just another timeline, man. And then, whatever. Anyway. Kitana does look good here. I like her. That's good. I've always liked the actor playing Jax. So let's not get that twisted. I've always liked the actor playing Jax. I just didn't like the whole, I got my baby arms, and I have to get my confidence back in order to get to big arms. It's so stupid, dude. So stupid. All right? Come on. You know, I'm a positive person 99.9% of the time, to the point where people are like, man, shut up. And I get hell for being too positive. There's things that when it's just so stupid, I've got to speak my mind on it. And the baby arms on Jax in the 2021 one, and that whole setup and the Kano eye and all that stuff. Stupid, dude. It's very stupid. Sindel. We got Sindel here, who can hardly see her there, but looks fine for the most part, from what we can see. We got the Scream. Much better Scream than Annihilation, thank God. Now, if we stop for a second and look at what we're looking at here, guys, this is the bottom of the pit. If we really look, here's the pillars. You can see the spikes on the pillars, the body. You can see a body hanging off one of the spikes. Body's on the floor. Body right there. This is absolutely the bottom of the pit. Now, there's no spikes sticking up out of the ground, as there should be, but maybe they come up out of the ground, you know, similar to how they did at the end of the original Mortal Kombat movie. I don't know. But this is absolutely the bottom of the pit. Because this is those pillars in the pit. I mean, look at them. And then the body's hanging off of them. This has to be the bottom of the pit, guys. Keep in mind, folks, when I talk about things and I'm criticizing, I am a fan of Mortal Kombat Annihilation. And I do like that movie. And yes, it has massive amounts of problems. And I can rip them to shreds daily, all day, every day. But I still love that movie. And so I'm just pointing that out there that, see, I still love this stuff, and I'm so positive about it, but there are times where it's like, okay, we have to point this out because it's just silly. Anyway. Shao Kahn is probably hands down the best thing about this, except for that stupid mask that irritates me. Here we go. Noob Saibot coming up. Bihan. Just call him Noob Saibot. Don't piss around with me. So, bam, Noob Saibot, naturally. Oh, wait. All right, here we go. Shao Kahn. I love the look of Shao Kahn. I love the actor playing Shao Kahn. Why do we have to have that jawline there? The bottom jaw of the mask. That should be not there. It looks like Yoshimitsu now. All right, listen. If you're familiar with Tekken, don't tell me you can't look at this and be like, oh shit, that looks like Yoshimitsu now. Come on, guys. We can't just let these things slide. This is the simplest of things that you didn't need to fool with. All you had to do was stick to the source material, give him the upper skull part, leave this part alone so you can see his jaw and all that, but you still had to touch it. All you had to do was give Kano his cybernetic eye. Please, you're not going to come in here and defend Kano not having his cybernetic eye, and he still doesn't have it. People are like, he'll get it in the second, and he'll get it in the Mortal Kombat 2 movie. He didn't have it in the 2021 one. He'll get it in the next one. He does not have it. Oh no, he's back from the dead, and he doesn't have it. So what happened there, guys? You said he was going to have it. He doesn't have it. So please tell me why we got to fool with stuff like that. There's no reason for that, and it's going to get called out because it's the most simplest thing. We don't have to be touching it, guys. We don't. But, again, it's a nitpick. We got Shao Yoshimitsu Kahn, and I think he looks cool. Kung Lao. Let me see something with Kung Lao. Go back. Kung Lao. Don't see much there. Looked like Liu Kang was fighting Noob Saibot, maybe. Shao Kahn. Dang, man. I wish it didn't have that bottom part of the mask. It would make it so much better. Still super cool. Yes, I'm going to grind you in the face, my fake daddy. Anyway. Oh, look. Kano. I'm Kano, and I don't have a cybernetic eye. Maybe if Noob Saibot cuts my face off, they'll actually give it to me. Probably not. Oh, wait a minute. Wait just a damn minute here. Is Kano, oh, I'm going to be the good guy, too. Oh, Jesus. Just what we need. Just what we need. More silliness. I don't mind comedy in the Mortal Kombat stuff, but when you're doing weird, dumb stuff like that, Kano not having a cybernetic eye, Shao Kahn having a full Yoshimitsu mask, and Jade, you know, she got tired of her hair. All these little things that just don't need touched. I don't know when we're touching them. I'm going to reach out and touch it. I got to reach out. I got to touch. You know, I just don't, I don't know. I don't know why we're touching the little things. I'm going to criticize the little things because I'm so hardcore. Original Mortal Kombat arcade series. Original movie. Love the original movie. Have fun with Annihilation, obviously. I enjoy the 2021 movie, even though I have I'm annoyed at certain parts of it. You know, Jack's baby arms and all that stuff. Kano not having the cybernetic eye. And the list goes on and on. Cole Young just, you know, come on. There's no defending that, dude. So, but I still love all of it because I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. And we did this reaction because this is a channel, a Mortal Kombat channel. Even though it is many other video games that we play, very heavy Mortal Kombat. It is a Mortal Kombat channel at the end of the day. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this. It does not blow me away by any means. There's going to be people, you're going to be watching people out there right now watching this going, all super crazy over it. And that's just more power to them. But it's not blowing me out of the water. It looks fun. It has some issues. What else is new with these video game movies? But, yeah, so there it is. Hey, if you like this kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified when I upload more videos. And with that said, I will catch you all down the road.